Live from the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, FATV presents coverage of Hockey Night in Fitchburg. And tonight we'll bring you a doubleheader of hockey, beginning with the Bernardians of St. Bernard's taking on the Blue Raiders of Hopedale. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Bolak. Happy to have you along with us here tonight. First of two games we'll have for you on FATV. We'll have the rivalry on ice, Leominster and Fitchburg, a little bit later on tonight. But first off, St. Bernard's and Hopedale meeting on the ice tonight here at the Civic Center. And for St. Bernard's, Groundhog Day is going to finally come to an end tonight, the fourth and hopefully final time that the Bernardians will have to take on this Blue Raider squad, who have outscored them by a margin that is indescribable with words. 3 games these teams have played against each other. St. Bernard's has scored 2 goals against Hopedale. The Blue Raiders have scored 39 goals against St. Bernard's. But enough of that. Tonight they'll play for the final time, and we'll see how well the Bernardians have improved over the final 2 weeks as they'll try to keep this Blue Raider squad at bay. For now, we'll throw it down to public address announcer Jim LaPointe for the starting lineups and the anthems here on Hockey Night in Fitchburg on FATV.
Good evening. Welcome to the Wallace Civic Center. And hello to all those viewers out in Fitchburg Access Television Land. If we can get the starting lineups out on the blue line. Starting lineups on the blue line. At this time, we would like to honor our nation with the flag. So at this time, we will play the Star Spangled Banner.
Hockey Night in Fitchburg ready to roll here on FATV. Daniel Bolak here with you for these 2 games we'll have for you today. First off, the St. Bernard's Bernardians and the Hopedale Blue Raiders meeting for the 4th and final time this season. And after this game, both teams will get some different opponents. St. Bernard's will get to take on Grafton Valley Tech for 3 games after this, and Hopedale will get to take on Northbridge for 3. But for now, we'll finish this 4-game series as we're underway here from the Wallace Civic Center. Pod number 3 has 3 15-minute periods, just like it normally would be. Hopedale in the road blue uniforms, red numbering, red and white stripes. They'll go right to left in this first period. St. Bernard's in the home gold uniforms with white numbers and blue trim, they will go from left to right. The Bernardians gain the zone. Shot goes behind the net and behind the Blue Raider keeper, John Tomaso. Foul for behind the net. Ben Stout there for the Bernardians. Punched into the boards by Joey Mahoney. St. Bernard's go for the wraparound. Couple chances there. Tomaso holds the fort. Another chance through traffic. Doesn't quite get all the way through. So now Hopedale will rush up 3-on-2, led by Hunter Dunn. Dunn, the leading scorer with 19 points. Takes a shot and puts it bar down. 58 seconds in on the first shot. Hunter Dunn makes it 1-0. Dunn in the first 3 games of this season, 6 goals and 13 assists. So he's up to 20 points. He's been part of half the goals. They go for the bar down shot there from the left side.
Unassisted. Time of that goal is 58 seconds in the first period. Dunn unassisted at 58 seconds.
So there you have it. Hunter Dunn all by himself makes it a 0-0 just like that. Less than a minute into the contest, all Hopedale needed to get on the board. When we saw these two teams 2 weeks ago, it took 14 seconds, a shot through traffic, and that's going to be gobbled up by Bernardian keeper Mackenzie Donahue. Donahue, a freshman, she's from Ashburnham. One of 2 keepers on this Bernardian squad, both girls. Mackenzie Donahue getting the start today. Hannah Bergeron got the start a couple weeks ago. In the meeting, oh, excuse me, that last shot there was a goal on that, and I've completely fallen asleep on that. Thought Donahue had that, she did not have it. It's 2-0, I've embarrassed myself, just like that. It's also one thing to watch is this Hopedale team having dominated Raiders so thoroughly.
Raiders second goal by number 15, Cam Collins, assisted by number 17, Cam Gibbons. Time of that goal was 1:41 in the first period. Collins, assisted by Gibbons at 1:41.
Those 2 goals coming less than a minute apart, 43 seconds to be exact. Cam Collins gets his 3rd goal of the season. Cam Gibbons, his 5th assist. So 2-0 to the Blue Raiders. The folks at FATV know that's not the first time I've missed a goal this season, so got me on that one. So 1 save for either keeper thus far, as we're 2.5 minutes into this contest. 2-0 to the Blue Raiders. First time these 2 teams met, that was 2 weeks ago here in Fitchburg. That was a 14-2 win for the Blue Raiders. Led by a hat trick from Will Pyatt. Icing against the Bernardians. Draw will come to the left of Mackenzie Donahue. Blue Raiders won the draw and just backhanded it into the corner from Ryan Ogier. Now the Bernardians try to skate up from Nicholas Koutsakunis. To the right circle, takes a bad angle shot, puts it behind the net. Puck just sails around the boards and Nick Tomzak will pick it up. Far side, Evan Harrigan trying to get a stick on that one. Gets to the Blue Raider decor, or Joey Mahoney will flip it in, put it over the net. Ogier will get it in the right wing corner. Ogier thinking about a jam chance, couldn't quite get the stick out there. Matt Carroll will stick it along to the far side for Max Chapman. Chapman throws it in front, trying to get a stick down to try to turn it towards goal. Couldn't quite get it. Mahoney throws it off the boards, possibly intentionally, trying to get a springy bounce. Didn't quite get what he wanted, but Hopedale continues to possess. But now St. Bernard's trying to get it out of the zone, sticked away. Carroll with the shot. That's sticked wide left. Bernardian in the slot. Point to point it goes. Shot by Brody Goding will go wide to the left. Mahoney can't keep it in the zone. And the Blue Raiders have to tag up as Tomczak will gain the red. Now the blue up the right side. Tomczak trying to go right to goal by himself, but 3 Blue Raiders to close in on him. Tomczak will get it back. Tries to push it towards the slot. Nobody there. And the Blue Raiders just clear it out. Change some personnel. Pass missed its mark, but ends up going towards the goal, so John Tomaso will have to get down there, knock it away with the paddle. 10:15 to go in the first period. 2-0 to the Blue Raiders, and here's Hunter Dunn again. Threw that across, looking for someone in front. He was looking for Nate Riddell. Wasn't quite in the position he wanted. Mike Giavoni on the far side. Gets in a puck battle. Out and back in it goes. Hopedale from Dunn again. Centers through the paint. Turnaround shot by Renau goes nowhere. Shot from a bad angle by Brady Butler. He's got 10 goals in his first 3 games of the season. It's another shot that's cut down in front. I believe he had 2 in the first game, and he's had 4 in each of the last 2. If I've done the math correctly, that'd be 10. Renau loses an edge. The puck goes back to the center circle and now in front of the Hopedale bench. The Bernardians will dump it around the boards. And here's Ben Stout. Up in the center of the ice. Goes for the 80-footer, glove down by Tomaso. Throws it down to the ice. And Cam Collins will try to carry it out. Hopedale with a burst of speed from Collins. Runs into 4 Bernardians there. They'll dispossess, send it back down. Jacob Smith will go and collect. Collins skates around that center circle. Waits for everyone to get in position. He's got Sean McGee and Tyler Lane as his line mates out there right now as McGee throws it in. Goes behind Donahue. Retrieved by Bernardians. Throw it off the glass and down the ice. And they will call the icing there. Tomaso going out and waiting there does not mitigate the icing. In college in the NHL, if the goalie goes out to try to with the intention of playing the puck, then they'll kill the icing, but in high school they don't do that. What the goalie wants to do there has no effect on whether or not they'll call the icing unless he actively prevents the puck from making it to the goal line. So it's not uncommon to see a goaltender go out to play it just to wait for it to come. As there's a change up a shot by Brody Goding, and that's pulled in by Donahue. And then a few players all falling down like bowling pins there. A couple Bernardians taking exception to that. .8:14 to go in the first period. 2-0 Blue Raiders. Shots 5-2 in favor of the visitors from southeast Worcester County. Hopedale, part of a 5-school co-op. Milford, Douglas, Millis, and Waynesville Christian, which is in Northbridge. All part of that co-op that Hopedale hosts in their 9th season of playing high school hockey. Draw one by the Blue Raiders, and a shot and a goal from the right side defenseman in Joey Mahoney. He's got his first goal of the season from my count. And it's 3-0 to the Blue Raiders. Sophomore defenseman had a few assists. In the first 3 games of the campaign. Now he's got himself a goal there. So they try to feed Will Pyatt on the doorstep. Couldn't quite get the stick on. Here's another chance that rings off the iron for Goding. No, that's Matt Gerard over there who had the chance. Gerard's got a goal already this season. Now Jake Frone. Pick it up in the right wing corner. Tries to find Pyatt for the one-timer. It's kept in, and a shot gloved down by Bernardian and Taché. Another shot whiffed on. Going front, Frone trying to get a stick on it. Can't quite do so. Bernardians get it out of the zone as Jason Blue tried to find Ben Stout. Now Pyatt, the right wing corner, tries to center. Ryan Ogier had his stick tied up. Back to the right point, Gerard, a slap shot blocked in front, but it goes right to Pyatt, who gets a shot off, stopped by Donahue. A couple chances there. Donahue able to get on top of that. .6:42 to go, first period. 3-0 Blue Raiders in front. The first time we saw these two teams 2 weeks ago, the Bernardians were able to hold Hopedale to 3 goals in the first period. See if they'll be able to do that again today. It's Nick Tomczak. Picked that up on the far side of the ice. Skated up past the blue line. Looks for a shot, and it's punched away by Tommaso. Ogier on the far side. Clears it out to the red line where Tomczak throws it off the boards and back in looking for Koutsakunis. Finds Cam Collins instead. Collins, one of 2 players from Whitesville Christian. Will Pyatt's the other one. Mackenzie Donahue will take no chances with that, as that she'll jump on top of that. Hold for a draw with 5:59 to go in the first. Draw won by the Blue Raiders. Right point shot gloved down by Donahue. Puck still loose. Picked up by the Blue Raiders. They'll pull it out of the slot. Brady Butler around behind the net. Trying to hit Butler on that doorstep on an eventual give and go. Not much going there. D-to-D they'll go. Cross ice. Holding. Waiting for the shooting lane to open. Now a shot through traffic. That one stopped by Donahue. She was able to get right on top of that one. Note how the second goal made me wait until I was 100% sure it had not gone in before I said something. 5:31 to go in the first. 6 saves for Donahue. Hunter Dunn in that right wing corner. Bodied into the boards by Aiden Donahue. A rising shot, rises a bit too high. Goading on the left side for Renaud in the corner. Now in front, one-timer. And pushing and shoving after the whistle, as Adam Taché felt that Hunter Dunn got a bit too close to his keeper. But Donahue able to make the save. I think she had it squeezed in the armpit there. 7 saves for the freshman. Nearly 10 minutes gone. Draw won by the Blue Raiders again. They've been doing very well on the face-offs. Dumped in once the red line was gained. Now from behind the net, Brody Goading throws it around the boards to the far side. Tomczak intercepts. Closed off for a moment, goes for a backhand shot, puts it off the side of the net. Tommaso wasn't quite sure where it was. Tomczak in a stick battle, prevented him from getting another opportunity during that vulnerable chance. Here's Lane, gets a shot, springs off the boards. Still hold, shoot. That was Collins, puts it over the net. Now around to the near side. 4:15 to go in the first. 3-0 Blue Raiders. Goals from Dunn, Collins, and Mahoney in the opening stages of this contest. Here's Ben Stout. He had a goal. back in that first meeting, the only meeting thus far in which the Bernardians were able to get on the scoreboard. Outscored 25-0 at the Blackstone Valley Iceplex in those 2 games that they played on the 15th and the 20th. It's the Blue Raiders on the near side, brought up by Mahoney. Throws it towards goal, but it goes just wide to the right. Hopedale getting right on top of that, looking to get another shooting opportunity. Didn't really get much of anything there. And the Bernardians just spit it down the length of the ice towards Tommaso. Simply paddle it away. Here come the Blue Raiders again. As Gerard skates it around to the right wing corner. D to D. Here's Mahoney. Shot through a lot of traffic. Blockered away by Donahue. That one flipped over the boards and into the stands to bring a stop to play. As Joey Mahoney makes a gesture like, we had a good run going there. Why'd you have to go and ruin that? 2:44 to go in the first. The Blue Raiders have the depth to roll 4 full lines. Forwards and defensemen. They dress the maximum 20 players, 18 skaters and 2 netminders. A shot through traffic ends up taking a turn and goes off the iron. Now looking for a wraparound for a moment. Hopedale will instead go to the point. Sending across another shot through traffic. Through a bunch of bodies it goes, but it finds the mitt of Mackenzie Donahue. 2:16 to go in the first. As I mentioned, these teams will be taking on new opponents in the next week or so. There's another shot there. Slapper by Cam Gibbons with space and time, puts it right into the Bernardian crest. Move to draw to the right side of Mackenzie Donahue. I'd be happy to tell you how those 2 teams are going right now, but neither Grafton Valley Tech or Northbridge have actually started their seasons. They will tonight, in about an hour or so in Marlborough. But they had the first 2 meetings between them postponed, so they haven't been able to get the games in that they'd like. As Gibbons sends it over the crossbar. Taché tries to throw it around for Pinard. He'll throw it down the length of the ice. He's hoping he could turn it towards goal, but instead it'll be an icing. St. Bernard's rolling 2 full lines, and that's all they've got tonight. Not even quite 2 full lines. Only 9 skaters in all for the Bernardians tonight. This makes things a whole lot rougher. And that's a second goal for Hunter Dunn, 4-0. Gets the one-timer in deep. Dunn, who scored about 50 points last year across a full season. On my count, that gets him up to 21 points. Offsides.
Blue Raiders' 4th goal is by number 11, Hunter Dunn, assisted by number 13, Brady Butler. Time of that goal was 13:38, first period. Dunn's 2nd goal of the game, assisted by Butler at 13:38.
Brady Butler gets the assist there. Brady Butler coming into today, 55 career points for the sophomore winger. Already more than halfway to 1,000, to 100 points in his career. And here's a 2-man breakaway towards goal. And that's well stopped there by Mackenzie Donahue. Dunn tried to make the pass there to Butler. Get him another goal on the season. Donahue able to get over there from post to post. Now another 2-on-1 developing. Dunn will send it across, and a goal. Dunn happy to pick up another assist on the campaign. And Nate Renaud happy to pick up his 6th goal of the season to make it 5-0. Hopedale continues to be as challenging as we would all expect them to be. I've said multiple times on and off air, this team probably would have been a contender for a state title in Division 3A if we'd been having a normal season. And just before the buzzer, Hopedale able to get their 6th. A loose puck in the slot, and it's put home to make a half-dozen goals in this first period.
Blue Raider goals by number 4, Nate Renaud, assisted by number 11, Hunter Dunn, and number 13, Brady Butler. Time of that goal is 14:36.
Looks like it was Joey Mahoney who was on the doorstep getting that last goal with less than a second to go.
Who got the ball? Raiders 6 goals by number 16, Joe McGaney. Time of that goal is 14:59, first period.
So shots in the first period were 17-5 in favor of the Blue Raiders. So a silver lining, there were no penalties in that period. But yep, 6 goals for Hopedale in that opening frame. For my count, we have 2 for Hunter Dunn, 2 for Joey Mahoney, and goals
Shots on goal
for
first period.
Cam Collins and Nate Renaud.
Blue Raiders had 17 and the Bernardians had 5.
But Hopedale continues to show why they would be competitive. Like I've said before, I feel like this is a squad that would have been challenging for a state title. They were a state semifinalist last year, and they returned so many players. But that pesky virus wreaking havoc on everything. And Hopedale just using the season, I imagine, to try to show everyone what they could have done if given a full campaign. And it's unfortunate that St. Bernard's has to be on the receiving end of this, but that's how the pods ended up getting drawn up. That's how things ended up falling. And for St. Bernard's, you know, the school reviving their hockey program after a couple seasons off, to get this challenge of having to play Hopedale 4 times to open the season does make things difficult, but things can only get better from here. We're going to take a break, let the Zamboni make some new ice, and when we come back, we'll have the second period for you. Through 1 period of play, St. Bernard's nothing, Hopedale 6. This is Hockey Night in Fitchburg on FATV. We're back here, Hockey Night in Fitchburg, second period underway between the Bernardians of St. Bernard's and the Blue Raiders of Hopedale. 6-0, the Blue Raiders dominating this game. As we start this second period, Danny Bolak here with you on Hockey Night in Fitchburg. First of 2 games we'll have for you on FATV. We will have the rivalry on ice, Leominster and Fitchburg. After this, puck drop scheduled for around 7:30. But Hopedale with a dominant first period. Hard to expect much less, though, from this tremendous team. As Tyler Lane brings it up on the right side. Knocked off a stick by Donahue. Cam Collins, a touch on, and a bit of keep away. He'll come back to Lane on the near side. Thrown in the direction of goal, nearly went off of Adam Tache's stick in a dangerous location. But the puck whistles just a bit wide of the cage. Hunter Dunn tries to keep it in the zone. Now fed up on the right side for Matt Gerard. Gerard's got some space, takes the shot. Donahue able to make the save on that one. Now trying to settle that, can't get much going with that. They cleared up the ice by St. Bernard. Shot 17-5 in the first period in favor of the Blue Raiders. Is that one thrown into the 8th row? And we'll get a stoppage play there. Minute 39 gone in the second period. The Blue Raiders up by a touchdown. Will be looking to convert the extra point. Hopedale does not have its own football team. They co-op with Blackstone Millville. Shot goes behind the net and playing it right off the bounce. Hopedale does put up the extra point to make it 7-0. Hunter Dunn completing the hat trick there.
Seven Blue Raider goals by number 11, Hunter Dunn. Assisted by number 13, Brady Butler. Time of that goal was 1:48 in the second period.
Got that at least 3 assists tonight for
Third
Butler.
goal of the game, assisted by Butler at 1:48.
So with the scoring on that, 7-0. Bad angle shot. Donahue may have gotten a piece of that. She did, in fact. Comes out to the right point. Shot through traffic. Ends up making its way to the left wing corner. Nicholas Katskunis holds back in his own end. And Bernardine's just able to clear it down the length of the ice, but that'll be icing. As John Tomaso will retrieve it. Yeah, Hopedale, they co-op with Blackstone Millville for football. In the past, they co-opted with Millis. That arrangement ended a few years ago. I believe I remembered reading something along the lines of, didn't like the idea back in the days of regional tournaments, didn't like the fact that Hopedale, a Central Mass team, was playing with Millis, an Eastern Mass team. Kind of messes up the whole regions, how you've got them all set up. So that was broken off. Hopedale able to find a partner in Blackstone Millville. They've had a couple good seasons. There's a chance on Tomaso. He's able to make the stop on that. Now Ben Stout trying to create another chance. Pass up to the right side. There's another chance. Loose in front. And the net comes off. Looks like the puck didn't make its way into the cage. Bernardi and Shirley would have liked to have a goal there. It skunked the last 7 periods against this Blue Raider side. But a couple good chances there for St. Bernard's. Off the draw, that's put over the reach of Donahue. Quickly rushing up ice. A shot and a save there. Now trying to hit the bank there with Sean McGee. Donahue holding firm. As the puck sent all the way back down. Here's Matt Gerard. Win and retrieved. Gerard moving around to the left wing. Now to the left circle. Looking for shooting space. Cam Collins finds the shooting space. And tucks it inside the far post. 8-0. That'll be his second of the game. that, time for a change. Hannah Bergeron will come into the game now.
Now in goal for the Canadians, number 1, Hannah Bergeron.
Bergeron got the start last time.
The goal is by number 15, Cam Collins. Assisted by number 6, Matt Gerard. That goal is 3:55. Second period.
Matt Gerard picks up an assist.
Assisted by Gerard at 3:55.
Bergeron got the start against Hopedale in the first game. She made 25 saves on 34 shots in that contest before giving way to Donahue, who went 15 of 20 the rest of the way. Today, Donahue going 15 for 23 in goal for the Bernardians. Of course, just a freshman, a lot of room to grow. Bergeron makes her first save of the contest. As Hopedale buzzing, looking for a ninth. There's another shot and save by Bergeron. Bergeron played MIAA hockey 4 years ago as an 8th grader for the Leominster co-op team. Leominster's girls hockey team co-ops with a lot of different schools in northern Worcester County. One of 2 programs in northern Worcester County sponsoring girls ice hockey. Oakmont is the other one. As long as I'm not forgetting anyone, I don't think I am. Set across, one-timer score! Eric Landry getting the finish there on the feed from Jake Frone. It's 9-0 with 5 minutes gone. Thought that I had coming into today is perhaps the Bernardians would have liked to hold the Blue Raiders to single digits.
Number 8, Eric Landry, assisted by
and that's not going to happen.
Time of that goal was 5 minutes in the second period. Landry from at 5 minutes.
Will Pyatt, 19 seconds later. And Hopedale has matched their tally 10-0. You see our student assistants there on camera, Declan Fluharty, joining us on camera today. So Hopedale's matched their tally. As Ben Stout couldn't get the shot off, Mahoney dispossesses.
10th rated goal was by number 3, Will Pyatt, assisted by number 17, Cam Gibbons. Time of that goal, 5:19.
Gibbons gets the lone assist
at 5:19 in the second period.
On Will Pyatt's 4th goal of the season. Pyatt wasn't able to get a goal in the 2 games down in Hopedale. Must be something about the rink here that he likes. He's gotten his 4 goals on the campaign here. Centering pass goes out to the right point. Shot through traffic for Goding. Ends up going wide to the left. Now bad angle shot rings off the iron. Hopedale on the far side. Looking to turn around, finds Goding. Gets a shot. Don't think it got all the way through, and that's cleared down the length of the ice. And with the icing, Tommaso just spit it down. You know, that low angle we've had on ice level. Declan Fluharty holding on to that angle tonight. Happy to have him aboard. We'll have a draw to the left of the senior keeper, Hannah Bergeron. That's thrown out in front. McGee just whacking away at it, trying to push it through. Bergeron had the 5-hole sealed. Another draw will come to her left. Throwing behind the net, and McGee turning around. Trouble getting the shot off. Bergeron will stick that away as it's battled for behind the net. 3-4 players. Tyler Lane able to win the puck. And here's Collins putting it across. Nothing much there. Now Gibbons out to the right point for Giavoni. Now held in the right corner. Hopedale taking their time with the shooting opportunities. It's loose in the slot. McGee just couldn't settle it on his stick. And thrown off the boards and down the ice. Won't go for icing. So Giavoni will pick that one up. One of two captains on this Blue Raider side, Hunter Dunn the other. Both seniors, only 4 on this team as well. They're pretty young last year. They, I think, only had 2 seniors in last year's roster and were able to be state semifinalists despite that. Making it to the Central Mass Championship where their season ended on this rink to Lunenburg Air Shirley. Shot off the stick of Brady Butler goes behind the net. 6:25 to go in the second period. Hopedale with 10 on the board. A lot of velocity on the shot there from Gerard. Not quite on target. They battle for it on the far side now to the left point. Out of the reach of Butler. Here's Hunter Dunn. Push that in the direction of goal. At least sticked away from there. Winding and firing, a save there by Bergeron. Watching that all the way. Up to 5 saves. Make that a 6th one there. Bergeron stepping up and challenging there. 5:36 to go in the second. Of course, inevitably, when you have 2 goaltenders who are both girls, inevitably one of them must be the starter in a sense. It's not 100% unprecedented in Central Mass for a girl to be the starting netminder on a boys hockey team. Assabet Valley, several years ago, had Samantha DeHill as their starting goalkeeper. As a junior, she was the lone netminder on that squad. Played very well in goal, keeping her Aztec side in games all throughout the campaign. Her senior season, she was one of the captains for Assabet Valley. Was able to play a bit of club hockey at Merrimack. She's now at Anna Maria. And Bergeron, as we mentioned, as an 8th grader playing with the Leominster girls hockey team. Put up very solid numbers for a very, very underpowered team, I guess you could say. They only ended up winning 1 game that year. And they needed Bergeron to pitch a shutout to get that win, too. 29 saves over Auburn. In spite of goals against in the high 4s, she was able to post a save percentage around .890. She was facing over 35 shots per game back when she was playing as an 8th grader. The big one that stood out to me looking at those old game logs was she was playing a powerhouse at Shrewsbury. And one day Shrewsbury outshot the Blue Devils 73-6. The final score was just 8-1. 65 of 73 is pretty impressive, for my own opinion. With 3:56 to go in the second, we'll have a stoppage play. Hopedale holds on to this 10-0 lead. From there, Bergeron transferred to the Winchendon School, freshman, sophomore, and junior years playing for the Wapiti. Fortunately, the private schools love to keep the stats to themselves. I can tell you Bergeron had at least 2 shutouts last season for the Winchendon School. Haven't really given you the goaltending stats coming into today because beyond the one game that we did, there's just a black hole in regards to all the shooting stats. It's Max Chapman trying to get some space, trying to break towards goal, saved by Bergeron. Very little information in regards to who was actually in net for St. Bernard's in the 2 games in Hopedale. As Bergeron gets on top of that. 33-7 the shots on goal in the contest. And in this period, the shots on target are 16-2 in favor of the Blue Raiders. And the goal's 4-0 in favor of the Blue Raiders as well, with 3:03 to go in the frame. Shot cut down in front, off the stick of Mahoney. He's looking for a hat trick. Now a roll around to the near side. Shot deflected towards goal. Blocked in front. Second chance goes behind the net. That's off its moorings just a little bit. Don't know if that'll be noticed. Don't know if it's off that much to really make a difference. Have a chance to fix that with the icing. Probably not off as bad as I think it is if they're not going to try to fix that. There's actually 10 skaters for St. Bernard's today. I counted 9 earlier, but look, during the intermission I counted an extra 1. Jason Blue will come to the bench here. Swapped out there with Evan Harrigan. Thrown off the boards. Dunn just trying to track it. Hopped over his hand. Drop pass, but well offline for Renau. He's looking for someone in the slot. Nobody was there. And they'll feed Dunn again. Dunn will just break it on goal and poke it through the 5-hole of Bergeron to make it 11-0. Dunn has made his team score match his number. As the Blue Raiders get their first goal in 7.5 minutes or so. Dunn really wanted a 4th goal.
Hunter Dunn, unassisted, time of goal 12:52, second period. Dunn, his 4th goal of the game, unassisted, 12:52 on the time.
So 4 goals tonight for Hunter Dunn. Looking forward to seeing where he'll play hockey in his future. Because he's always shown himself to be one of the best players on the ice. He'll come up with an assist there to make it 12. I think that was Brady Butler coming up with the finish on that. I think he had the feed across. So 12-0 in favor of the Blue Raiders. As that one goes into the netting and out of play. You might be asking yourself, what's the mercy rule here? It's more than, I forget if it's a 7 or an 8 goal lead, but it doesn't come into effect until the 3rd period. So the first 2 periods must be stop time. And then after the 2nd period ends, we'll have the running clock. That through traffic, Bergeron able to track it, make the stop there. And the Bernardians coming up the ice, stout backhand towards goal, and Tommaso will jump on that and cover.
Hopedale 12 goals by number 13. Brady Butler, assisted by number 11, Hunter Dunn. Time of that goal, 13:25, second period.
I think that's a 6-point night now for Dunn. 4 goals and 2 assists. Butler, who had at least 3 assists, now have a goal on his tally.
1 minute, last of the play in the second period.
That 4th goal for Dunn got him up to double digits on the season, 10 goals. And Butler now with his 11th. That's all for my count. Is Frone. Go for Landry. And the Bernardians skated up from Ben Stout. Stout unable to get a pass off to Jason Blue. And here's Jake Frone. Frone gets the shot off, not a whole lot of oomph on it. Tick under 15 to go in the period. Ricochets around as Gerard to the right corner. Slammed out of the zone, but ends up hitting Gerard, knocking him down at the blue line. And there's the buzzer to end 2 periods of play. So that second period, more or less same as the first. Same story there, 6 more goals for Hopedale. And they lead by 12 to 0.
Second period, Blue Raiders had 20 and the Bernardians had 3.
So 2 periods of play completed. And Hopedale continuing to do what they've been doing. Said 6 more goals to add to their account. 12-0 through 30 minutes of hockey. And for the Bernardians, 15 minutes till Groundhog Day is over. Not sure what else to really say. But when these 2 teams have played each other 3 times already, you kind of know coming in what to expect. For a bunch of the players out there, I imagine, just happy to be out there playing hockey as best they can. We'll let the Zamboni make some new ice. And when he's done, we'll play 15 more. We'll have everyone skate around for 15 more minutes. Maybe we'll see some more goals. And that's what we have on tap here on game number 1 of Hockey Night in Fitchburg's doubleheader here on FATV. Back here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University. 3rd period underway between the Bernardians of St. Bernard's and the Blue Raiders of Hopedale. The Blue Raiders holding on to a healthy 12-0 lead as we start this 3rd period. Daniel Bolak here with you with both games on Hockey Night in Fitchburg. Leominster and Fitchburg will have for you at 7:30. I can tell you in less than 14.5 minutes, this game will come to an end as Ben Stout takes the shot that whistles high and wide. They'll reach John Tommaso. Adam Taché settles that down in front of the penalty boxes. Throws it around the boards. Now lost there is Koutsakunis. Has a chance to take a shot. That whistled off the side of the net there. Tommaso makes the save just as I decided. He whistled off the side of the net. And Hopedale will clear it down the length of the ice, or will go for icing. Draw will come to the right side of Tommaso, but as you see, the clock will keep on ticking as we're in that mercy rule situation. The clock won't stop unless St. Bernard's gets it down to a certain margin. As I said, can't remember if it's 7 goals or 8 goals that they start running the clock. So here's Hopedale into the zone. Looking for that last touch in the redirection home from Nate Renault, but he ends up putting it off the side of the net. On the far side, Hopedale setting up. Outshot the Guardians 20-3 in the second period, looking for that redirection in front. Didn't quite get it. On the far side, the near side and pushed up. Only feels far when you're looking at it from this angle. Here's Butler on the near side for Hopedale. Couldn't find Renault. Renault gets there first, but no touch icing in effect in high school. And so the icing is given. 12-10 and counting to go in this game. We'll see how Mike McQuarrie, the second-year head coach of the Blue Raiders, chooses to run his lines here in this third period. Nolan Stout has a bit of an issue. And Adam Taché will replace him on the ice. But for that late line change, Harrigan will be kicked out of the draw. Blue will have to take it instead. They'll win the draw, though. Nick Tomczak not able to get a clean shot off. And here's Eric Landry up the left side. Landry one to beat. Backhand score! 13-0. Eric Landry gets his second goal of the game. It's a baker's dozen now for the Blue Raiders. Just showing off the speed there, breaking down around the defender. And getting the strike. Hyatt skates it around, right side, comes up the last. Now that'll come around and settled by Jacob Smith. One thing I would like to see from Hopedale is a lot more of the players that don't get as much ice time, who don't have that many points or if any at all, getting opportunities, more opportunities in this third period. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. Adam Taché will go to the box, and a power play coming for the Blue Raiders. St. Bernard's able to clear it down the ice to start the penalty kill. Hopedale will now gain the zone. The Bernardians set up defensively in their own end. Pass out to the left dot, cannot be corralled. There's Pyatt there, he's able to pick it up out of the corner. Pass it around to the far side, put it in front, popped up in the air. Bergeron able to get her glove on it. Come away with the stop there. 9 to go in the game, 1:13 to go on the power play. Even if the clock is running, the game clock is running, the power play clock does not run during the mercy rule situation. To make sure that those who have sinned serve the full 2 minutes, or less if their team concedes a goal. Trying to get the bad angle there, but Bergeron will make the stop there. So now 54 seconds to go on the power play. does make the overall stat sheet look a little weird when you say there's a penalty, a 2-minute penalty with 10:20 to go, let's say, in the period, but a power play goal gets scored with 8 minutes to go with no additional penalties. It's like, well, how does that work? Mercy rule. Just something to watch out for when you're reading those box scores. 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Blue Raiders, and first power play of the night. On the right side, trying to feed Dunn for his fifth. Just out of his reach. That'll be spit down the length of the ice. If you ever looked at John Tomaso's pads, you'll see you've got that Blue Raider design there. And you see the pads put together. And the blue and red stripes. Very nice custom pads for the junior keeper. That one whistles offline. And Guardians have killed the penalty back to full strength. Tomaso slams the stick to signal to his team that there is no more penalty. As the one-timer, Dunn can't put that one away. The Guardians will clear it, but that'll be icing. We're now halfway through the third period. We mentioned St. Bernard's dealing with the goaltending by having two girls as their keepers in Hannah Bergeron and Mackenzie Donahue. Another way of dealing with a lack of goaltending in the pipeline would be to convert a skater to goal. And that's something East Bridgewater had to do this season. As with all that's gone on with COVID and the like, East Bridgewater wasn't able to get either of their keepers to return this year. They had no goalkeepers in their pipeline at all. As here's Ocher with a chance on goal. And Bergeron able to stop that one. And so ultimately, so East Bridgewater could have a season, they ultimately had to settle by converting one of their forwards to goal. And Anthony Patetti was the one who stepped up to defend the cage for the Vikings. A couple more chances there for Hopedale. Will not go. And obviously, last time I checked, the Vikings are winless on the season. But Patetti has been battling, keeping his team in games as best they can. But East Bridgewater only had 4 wins last year, so it's going to be a challenge to begin with the personnel as they had it anyway. But making things even more difficult for East Bridgewater was they also lost their leading point scorer. He returned to the team. The problem was that was Patetti. He had 5 goals and 11 assists last season, but he ended up having to become the goaltender. So you lost your leading scorer because he volunteered to man the cage for the season. That, as he ultimately put it, if he hadn't done that and volunteered, the Vikings wouldn't have had a season. They wouldn't have been able to play without any goaltenders at all. And so he made the decision to play goal because he knew it would give the seniors an opportunity to play one last high school season. And Patetti himself was not foreign to the idea of doing so, as he converted from defense to goal on the soccer field. Has been the starting keeper for East Bridgewater the last couple of years. I should try to tie this story up to Fitchburg somehow, so I'm going to do that as well. Is during my time at Fitchburg State, I got to call a bunch of soccer there. And a keeper for 4 years, one of the greatest keepers in Fitchburg State history, and one-time national leader in save percentage, Aiden Hanratty. He was a graduate of East Bridgewater High School. So about a decade prior, he was captaining the Vikings side in goal for soccer. And then a decade later, Anthony Patetti converted over and became the goalie for that Viking side. But yeah, that's one way of dealing with things. And sometimes you just have to find someone who's willing to take the hit and play goal. And perhaps they don't have a lot of experience in goal. At least Patetti had that soccer experience. Last year, Nick Granger of Lunenburg Air Shirley, he was a goaltender for the Air Shirley soccer team. course, he'd always been a goaltender on both the soccer pitch and on the hockey rink. Bergeron unable to get across there. That'll make it 14. That was Cam Collins, I think, who had the wraparound after the initial stop was made. Now, if I'm keeping track correctly, that should be a hat trick for Cam Collins. Converted their second extra point on the day, and they've matched their tally from 2 weeks ago here in Fitchburg. 14-0 again. Knocked down in front. Blasted through all the players. And another shot hits off the iron. Ends up landing on the net. We'll bring a halt to play. We took to 2 minutes to go in this game. We can already see some of the Fitchburg Monty Tech players filing in. They'll be on the near side tonight. It's actually the first game this season they've played at the Civic Center where they're wearing the road-ready uniforms. And we'll be having the bench right in front of us. It's also why I've been saying Leominster and Fitchburg, because Leominster is the home team for tonight's contest. As Bergeron makes another stop there. And she'll punch that one away as well. She's faced 24 shots. And conceded 6 goals. Make that 25 shots. That should be 19 saves for her. 19 for 25 for Bergeron.
1 minute. Last minute of play. Last minute.
So now under 60 seconds to go in the contest. Hopedale will look for one more. Try to match their tally from the second game. St. Bernard's can only hope to try to keep them at the tally they got here the first time. Offsides. St. Bernard's will fall to 0-4. Hopedale goes to 4-0. St. Bernard's next game will be Thursday afternoon, taking on Grafton Valley Tech. 3:40 start. That's as scheduled. And Hopedale's next game a week from today, they'll go to the NESC and take on Northbridge. Both teams will get new opponents as Groundhog Day has finally come to an end. Hopedale wins it 14-0, another shutout for the Blue Raiders. John Tomaso will get his second clean sheet of the season. Makes 9 saves in the victory. And for the Bernardians, 15 saves for Mackenzie Donahue. Gave way to Hannah Bergeron, who finishes with 19 saves in the contest. And the Bernardians held to just a single shot on goal in the third period as well. Of course, not as much time to record them.
Blue Raiders had 11 for a game total of 48. Bernardians had 1 for a game total of 9. The final score here at the Civic Center. Hopedale Blue Raiders 14 and the Bernardians nothing.
So we'll be curious to see how these two teams will get on playing different opponents.
Next at 7:30, the Leominster Blue Devils will be taking on the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders. That game is being televised live tonight by the Fitchburg Access Television. Come on back and
So we'll have that coverage for you at 7:30 here on FATV. Our underwriters, Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, Health Alliance Hospital, North End Subaru Research Results, Unitil, Minuteman Press, Hub International, Mark, Fitchburg State University, and the Sentinel and Enterprise. Robin Como is directing, Travis Falk doing all the technical work. Nate Glenny, Matt Murdoka, and Declan Fluharty on the cameras today for game number 1 of Hockey Night in Fitchburg. We hope you'll join us for the next one. Puck drop scheduled for 7:30 between the Leominster Blue Devils and the Fitchburg Monty-Tech Red Raiders. It'll be the rivalry on ice. It'll be exciting. I guarantee you it'll be more exciting than this game. More exciting or your money back, guaranteed. But again, that's it here for game number 1. The final score again, St. Bernard's 0 and Hopedale 14. So for everyone here at FATV, I'm Daniel Volak saying thank you for tuning in. Until next time, so long from Fitchburg.